Going on? What's going on? Yo, I just wanted to, touch base a little bit. You know what I mean? On this whole thing on gatekeeping. You know what I'm saying? And I got some things written down. You know what I'm saying? And because I suffer from memory loss, due to a bad car accident. I take notes. You know what I'm saying? And what I pretty much wanted to address is, what's going on with all this gatekeeping, man? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of gatekeeping going on, a lot, and I don't understand why. You know what I mean? Like, I totally get it. You know what I'm saying? And I get why there is gatekeeping, but there's some things I want to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Like, now I'm from Boston. You know what I'm saying? And me being from Boston, there's a lot of gatekeeping here. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna touch bases on that in a second, but you know, I go to a lot of places. You feel me? And I just could never understand gatekeeping. You know what I mean? Like, what's up with this gatekeeping? Why is it to where this whole thing has to be something to where now let's get it right. You know what I'm saying? I do understand gatekeeping. I do understand it, but it's like, damn, it's like, you know what I mean? Like, why? Why? You know what I mean? Like, why? I could never understand that. And as far as, why gatekeeping is where it is. You know what I'm saying? And I guess it's one of those things where, we have to understand the logistics of gatekeeping. Now, my first question, you know what I'm saying, that I do want to ask is, do any of y'all know what gatekeeping is? Do y'all really know what gatekeeping is? And gatekeeping is when someone is guarding the gate, meaning stopping you from coming in, stopping someone from coming in. Okay, and a lot of people don't understand, but maybe a lot of people do understand, what gatekeeping is. So to put it out there, my next question is, why do people gatekeep? Now, hold on. Let's go back to who some gatekeepers are. Now, gatekeepers are someone who hold the key, someone who hold the power for, uh, you know, allowing you or having a decision to have you come in on their side, to be able to meet their resources, to be able to, interact with their crowd, their resources, their whoever's, right? And so I'm thinking, okay, that's a great thing, right? That's a great thing. But what does it mean when you're doing what you got to do and you're trying to get past the gatekeepers? First, we know we got to get to the gatekeepers to be able to get through them, to get to the resources of whoever we're trying to get, with, right? So my next thing is all right, we say the right things, we have the right credentials, we got the right resources that will allow us to not only get to that gatekeeper, but to get past them so that they'll be able to open the door for more opportunities for us or whoever, right? But where does it come about to where now the gatekeepers are the ones that's in control? Now, again, that leads me to my next question. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do gatekeepers do? And why do people gatekeep? Well, I get it. You know what I'm saying? It's to protect their circle. It's to protect their position, because there are a lot of people that gatekeepers do allow to, in their circle or in their whatever it is, right? And people mess it up. Got it. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, I should have never, ever, put that person, I should have never let them come in, right? Got it. Okay. We all know there's stupid, crazy people everywhere, right? Now, dealing with that is to say, okay, what about if you're an honest person, you really care about growth as a whole, right? And everybody is really trying to work together. But then that one gatekeeper who's doing more than gatekeeping, they're doing more than the initial, letting you in, or just, pre-examining the situation before they actually let you in, right? Got it. But now they're doing too much. They see you growing. They're in a position to help you grow, right? But then they don't want you to grow. They stop you from growing. They know you come with great intentions. You come with excuse me, y'all. They know you come with great intention. They know you come with great value. They know you're all about the well-being of everybody, right? But the whole thing is they don't care about that. They want you to know that they're in control. What's up with that? Like, why? What's really up with that, y'all? Somebody talk to me. Comment, because this is the piece I'm not getting. You know what? I get it. I just don't understand it. And with me going, I'm at a lot of places and seeing a lot of people and a lot of things. There's a lot of gatekeepers that do need to be in a position that they're in. But then there's a lot of gatekeepers, a lot more, that don't need to be in a position to end, and they're abusing the growth. They're abusing stopping you from growing, knowing you have the right intentions, the right resources, the right know-how, the right experience, and they don't care. They just want you to know that they're in charge. Okay. You're in charge. Now what? Like, comment. Can anybody answer this? Like, have you ever gotten gatekeep before? Have you ever been done dirty by a gatekeeper? Let me know. You know what I'm saying? And I just think it's foul. If you really want to be honest, I think it's foul, man, because there are people that don't belong in this position. I really believe, sometimes, whoever it is, a CEO, an employer, or whoever that gives them a chance to grow and they promote them. Well, why wouldn't that gatekeeper do the same thing to help other people grow, especially those that they know are in a position to come in and make things better? Not worse, but better. Like, what's going on with that? How come nobody's talking about that? And that's the piece that I struggle with being able to understand, because it's like, what's up with these people? It could be a guy, it could be a girl, it could be whoever that don't belong in that position, that's trying to hinder your move, your emotions, your growth, even though you were trying to grow with everyone together, but they're trying to stop that motive without having any logical reason at all. They just want you to see that they're in charge. Okay, cool. But why does it have to stop growth? Like, and little do these gatekeepers know. Well, let me share this with y'all. Let me see if y'all know this one. A lot of gatekeepers, they don't even care. A lot of them don't even care about what you think, what I think. They just know they're in a position to overpower their position. And a lot of them don't care. You know what I'm saying? And have y'all ever heard that saying, we put the wrong person in position? Well, that's 95% of y'all so-called gatekeepers. Somebody please comment, help me to help this make sense. And my next question is it necessary? Is gatekeeping necessary? Yes, it is. I believe it's necessary. It's necessary to me because, again, it helps people to understand that there are levels to getting through certain areas to certain people. I get it. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like make yourself accessible but not available, if you want to say that, or if, it goes the other way around or something like that. But To me, it is necessary, but the amount of gatekeeping, that's the problem. That's the issue. Like, damn, like you acting like the police, or you acting like I'm, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on? And I feel like that's a real dilemma in today's society, especially in 2025. I mean, gatekeeping's been going on for the longest, right? But I'm sitting back and I'm like, damn, like, how did it get this crazy? How did it get this wild to where gatekeeping has become a bad thing, in every industry, not just the music or entertainment industry or political industry, and every other, the housing industry, home and gardens, and fishing and this and that. I totally get it, but it's like, damn, how did this guarding become gatekeeping? So somebody please comment, let me know, because it's really not making any sense. Not to me, it ain't. Maybe to people who are in position to gatekeep. You know what I mean? And these are just little things that I do my best to always try to figure out, as far as why people do what they do. Is it their character? Is it their work ethic? Their business work ethic? Their business character? Or is it just their character, period? Is it just them? And therefore, whoever put them in a position to gatekeep really don't know how bad of a leader that person really is. And then some people you really won't know until you put them in a position to protect, to guard, but not to become no damn gatekeeper. Somebody got to help me make sense of this. You know what I'm saying? And again, do I think it's necessary? Yes. To a certain degree, a certain extent, yes. Do I think that people are overdoing it? Yes, without a doubt. Do I feel like there needs to be some gatekeeping classes going on? Of course. Without a doubt. Man, I was in meetings where I saw promoters, managers, putting events together. Everybody's all on the phone together talking. Everything's all said and done. Conference calls, everything got said and done, right? And then in the midst of it, once it came time for the event or whatever situation to happen, the celebrity had a hard time getting in. Staff members, everyone who had something to do with the event, or if not an event or some form of nature, it could be whatever. But then there's that gatekeeper just ruining everything. I seen people lose lots of money off gatekeepers. I've watched a lot of people lose their positions gatekeeping. I've watched businesses fold because of gatekeepers. And it's like, nah, I won't lie. I seen people, win a little bit too with the gatekeeping a little bit. But again, if it's done right, but is it called gatekeeping at that point if it's done right? I would have to argue that and say, no, I don't think it is called gatekeeping at that point. But comment, let's talk about it. You know what I mean? Do I feel like it's necessary to where gatekeeping can help everyone grow together on a positive scale? Depending on who the gatekeeper is and maybe how they're feeling that day. I don't know. But regardless of how they're feeling, that has nothing to do with getting the job done. I believe that keeping personal and business totally separate. Even though you got a lot of people out here that do mix business and pleasure. And that never barely works at all. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, just whatever. But I guess now my next question would be, how do we manage it or stop it? I would say, let's get some classes together. Whoever you're looking to hire to put in a place of guardianship to watch that door, to watch your business, to protect whatever it is that you're doing. Make sure, number one, you got the right person involved at that door. A pit bull, but not a gatekeeper. You know what I'm saying? And to me, I feel like there's a difference between a pit bull and a gatekeeper. Because a pit bull will let you know right off the rip, yo, something ain't right. Let me go ahead and blah, 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 without trying to control the situation unless needed. However, a gatekeeper tries to not only do that, guard it, but they're trying to dictate, they're trying to instruct, they're trying to manage, they're trying to do everything that there's already people back there doing. So they're trying to play every position of everyone back there that you're trying to get to once you pass that gatekeeper, or that gatekeeper says, yeah, come on in. They're trying to do they're trying to play every position while controlling the situation and controlling your situation. Ain't that something? Something to think about, man. And I say that with all sincerity. I really believe that there needs to be some form of instructions, some form of guidance, some form of leverage to where whoever's being put in that situation to protect and to guard becomes a pit bull and not a gatekeeper. You get what I'm saying? When's the last time y'all saw a pit bull or a dog trying to be a cat? I know that. When's the last time y'all saw a bird trying to be a human being? You get what I'm saying? Like, that just doesn't happen. When's the last time y'all saw a house try to be a car? I mean, I know that's far-fetched or whatever, but y'all get what I mean. When's the last time y'all saw a hamburger trying to act like a hot dog? I mean, come on. So I got a message for all you gatekeepers out here. Y'all need to get it together for real, because it's people like y'all that make it hard for people like us to continue to grow together with you, with y'all. Y'all are the ones stopping that. And I know because y'all are in a position to be a gatekeeper, y'all are overdoing it and y'all don't care. And that's not fair. That's not fair. Y'all are blocking y'all's blessings. Whether y'all care or not, this is what y'all are doing. And being a gatekeeper doesn't last long, especially when you go against and you start gatekeeping to the wrong people. So for any of you guys, girls, anyone that's involved that is put in a position to really understand what it means, I just want to share with y'all, man, cut that out. That's not it. That's not it. Gatekeeping is not it, y'all. It's not it. And I'm sure y'all know it ain't it either. And if y'all do know, then why do y'all keep doing it? Oh, I get it. Let's comment, y'all, if I'm wrong. Y'all want to have full power and full control over something you don't even have full control over. And that's the sad part. That's really what gatekeeping is. The gatekeepers are. They're people who are trying to be everything under the sun that's back there that they have no control over. And that's, yo, man, y'all, I really mean this, man, because a lot of people are getting dogged. A lot of people are getting put back. A lot of businesses are getting canceled by y'all gatekeepers. You know, and I really don't know what else to say, but it's like, damn, from Boston to LA, we got to get this shit together. We got to stop this. It's not cool. What are you gatekeeping for? You got resources, help the next person out. That's how you got on, right? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. But now all of a sudden, now that you on and you in a position now, you want to now stay in that position by yourself. It don't work like that. It don't work like that. It takes a team. It takes effort. You know what I'm saying? It takes everything that non-gatekeepers gotta continue to do. And for all y'all who are putting these for those who do know, for all y'all who keep putting these gatekeepers in charge, they're ruining your business. It may not be enough to see right now because everything's going good and it's fine and dandy, but wait till you start losing. Wait till that you losing a penny. Now it starts to become now you losing a nickel and then a quarter. Maybe you won't care. You won't really care then either. Okay, what about when you start losing $1? You start losing $5. Maybe you won't care either. But maybe about when you start losing $1,000, $5,000, $10,000, $100,000. Oh, that's when you're gonna start focusing on who you put in the position to be a gatekeeper. Why is it we got to catch on when things are going bad? This is what educating your people is about. This is what it's about, understanding before you even put people in position to be in regarding your business or what you do, your dreams, your aspirations. What does this really mean? Hey, have some form of a structured talk with them. Let them know what you want them to do versus what you don't want them to do. Afterwards, have a rapport with them. Something to think about. I mean, I don't know. If somebody out there know, comment, man. Maybe we could figure this out. But this whole gatekeeping shit is getting out of control. It's getting out of control. Like, what is going on? Yo, man, shout out to Antonio Michaldi, man. You know what I'm saying? Yo, shout out, man, to everybody on board, man. That's really making wonderful things happen, man. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of other people, you know what I'm saying, that I could shout out, man. But there's a lot. Yo, shout out to New Edition, man, as well for a wonderful thing that you guys did. Shout out to, you know what I'm saying, a lot of people that really rock with me and what I'm doing and ain't trying to gatekeep. You know what I'm saying? And we working together because we see the bigger picture. And yo, shout out to y'all, man, for not being gatekeepers. You know what I'm saying? But for all y'all out there that are looking to build and to grow, or in any industry that you're looking to grow in, y'all make sure y'all look out for them gatekeepers. Pay attention to who a gatekeeper is, what a gatekeeper is. Educate yourself. And figure out how to go around that, because there's always a way around the gatekeeper. Many ways. Don't just take their word for it and then shut down and get discouraged and lose your faith and all that. Because number one, God will always make a way for you to get to and through those gatekeepers. I say that with all sincerity, man. And just keep pushing. Keep doing what y'all are doing, man, because this is what it's about. This is what it's about, y'all. And, the last thing I can say to y'all until next time, man, is, just keep growing, man. If y'all see gatekeepers in the way, move them out the way respectfully. You know what I'm saying? I know some of y'all may be wanting to lose y'all shit and go in, but don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Don't fight fire with fire. Fight fire with water. You feel me? That's where it really comes into play. But shout out to y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? Until next time, man. You know what I'm saying? Just keep doing what y'all are doing, man. Keep rocking out. But make sure, as you continue to grow, y'all make sure y'all keep your eyes on those gatekeepers. For real. Because they're bad news. Bad news for oh, God. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. For real, for real. All right, so you already know what it is, man. Dyme magazine, man. I really don't know what else to say, but we're gonna keep it moving. We're gonna keep things doing what it do, and you know what I'm saying. Let's just keep making this happen, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's about. You know, that's what it's about, man. And hey, we out of here, baby. Keep doing what we do. Dyme Magazine. Peace.